Hey, what's up guys, it is Card Shuffler 99 here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys a really awesome card trick. This is a card trick that I always like to perform out on the street, something that really gets some good reaction, so I hope you guys do enjoy it. If you do, be sure to hit that thumbs up button and make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Now, as I've said before, we are doing monthly giveaways on the channel now. For this month's giveaway being January, what we are giving away is 10 Theory 11 decks of your choice, any color, any model if you win. In addition to that, we're also going to give away 3 $10 Amazon gift cards. So we're going to have a bunch of winners. Every single month we're going to have a different type of giveaway, different decks. Maybe we'll give away some gimmicks, stuff like that. So make sure you're subscribed, stay up to date with the channel, and you guys can enter these giveaways. All you got to do to enter, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you comment something down in the comment section about Card Shuffler 99. Whether it's what you like about this video, what you like about the trick, what you like about our channel, your favorite memory about the channel, anything like that, feel free to comment that down below. Now, if you guys are interested about the deck that's in the thumbnail, in addition to that, the deck that was in the thumbnail in the last video as well, it is known as the Art of Playing Cards deck. If you guys are interested in that deck of cards, we'll put a link in the description. We've been in contact with the creators of the deck, so we just want to get the deck out there because I think it's a really, really cool cardistry deck, so I hope you guys do go check that out. So, anyway, let's get straight into the trick. So for this trick, we're going to need the help of the 4 aces. So we'll go through here, we'll take out the 4 aces. Just need to find all 4, 2, 3, and there we go, 4 aces. All right, so we're going to be using the 1, 2, 3, and 4 aces for this card trick. Now what we can do is we can go ahead and shuffle the deck, and we're going to be needing 3 random cards for each ace. So here we go, we'll just take 3 cards here, and what I would have the spectator do is go ahead and cover that with their hands. We can go ahead, we can grab 3 cards here. Like I said, these are just 3 completely random cards, so you could take 3 from the top, you could take 3 from the middle if you really wanted to. Doesn't matter, we're just going to take 3 random cards for each ace, okay? So here we go, we got the ace of clubs, ace of hearts, and the ace of diamonds. So here we'll start with the ace of clubs, why not? Once again, we do have 3 random cards here for this ace. So this is what we're going to do here, we'll take the ace, and watch carefully. All we got to do is take the ace, set it down. You can see, again, we do have 3 random cards. Go ahead, give the ace a little flick, and you can see we can get the ace to actually disappear. Now we'll try the same thing here. All we're going to do is take the ace of hearts. Now watch carefully. We'll take the ace of hearts, set that down. Got 3 random cards here. Give the ace a little flick, and bam, we can get the ace of hearts to disappear. Now finally, we do have the ace of diamonds. We'll take the ace of diamonds here. All we gotta do is set the ace of diamonds down. Once again, 3 random cards, give it a flick, and you can see we can get the ace to disappear. Now remember, you have been keeping your hand over the ace of spades the entire time. We put 3 random cards on top of it, and you can see here with the ace of spades, the ace of diamonds, hearts, and clubs. So that is the trick, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. And anyway, let's get straight into the tutorial. So this is a really awesome trick, so I hope you guys do enjoy this one. Now there are going to be a lot of cards involved in this specific trick. So what you're going to need, I'll go over every little thing that you guys are going to need for this trick. Very, very simple. All right, let's get to it. So what you're going to need first off, you're going to need a bunch of aces. In this case, you're actually going to need 7 aces. Now, what you're going to do here is you're going to need 4 just normal aces, and these are going to be the aces you can take from the deck of cards you're going to be using. Now, I'll explain a little bit what I mean by that in a little bit. So, once again, 4 aces, all matching the color of the deck you're using. Now, the other 3 aces can be opposite colored. What I mean by that is, let's say you're using a red deck, you can have these 3 aces coming from the blue deck. So let's say you have a red deck and a blue deck, you can use 2 different decks for this trick because these 3 aces are going to be turned into double face cards. Now, why is that important? Because they're not going to be able to see the back. So this ace right here is blue, but nobody can see it's blue, obviously, because it's a double facer, right? So you technically don't need 2 red decks for this trick. Obviously, you could do, any decks really that you have, any 2 decks. Obviously, you want to get cards with similar pips. So, for example, you don't want to be using like an Artifice deck with a Bicycle deck because the pips are different, so that doesn't make sense. As long as the pips are the exact same, you can use those 2 decks, okay? So, once again, you're going to need 7 aces, not 8 aces, okay? So what I like to do is I like to have the ace of spades being the lone ace, I guess you could say, so you don't need a duplicate for the ace of spades. You will need duplicates for the other 3 aces. Now, you can see here, I got the 3 aces right here. So these 3 aces here are all double face cards, okay? So these face cards can come from anywhere. All you need to make a double face card, if you want to, is use some double-sided tape. You don't have to actually buy a double face, so you can always just grab some double-sided tape and stick 2 cards together. That works best, in my opinion, and honestly, this is a really cool camera trick, so if you just want to record yourself doing this trick, nobody's going to be able to examine. Obviously, if you want the spectator to examine the cards, then by all means, you got to get, your own double facers. You want to purchase them, just so they don't feel the thickness of the cards, okay? Anyway, it doesn't matter what cards you put on the back here. Now, if you really wanted to be really picky with this trick, and what I mean by picky is, like, if you really want to nitpick, I guess you could say, you can have some cards matching, and I'll explain that as we get a little bit further into the trick. So, anyway, this is what you're going to need. So, once again, you have your aces here, you got the double facers. What you're going to do is you're going to take these 3 aces, the normal aces, and these are going to go on the top of the deck. From here, you're going to take the ace of spades, and you're going to put this closest to the bottom. Just doesn't matter where, just anywhere. And then from here, you can just take the other aces and start bringing them closer to the top. Obviously, don't go all the way to the top because you got the other aces up there, and you want to leave some space. So once again, all I do is I put the normal ace of spades closer to the bottom, and then the rest of the aces, doesn't matter what order. If you want to go black, red, black, red, red, black, red, black, doesn't matter what you want to do. And then obviously, you're going to have the 3 aces on the top of the deck right here. So, how are you going to go about starting this card trick? What you're going to do is you're going to say that we're going to need the help of the 4 aces. So you're going to go through and you're going to get out the 4 aces. I like to keep them in order here. Now be very careful. You do not want to spread all the way to the top, meaning you don't want to show that there's 3 more aces on top. So obviously just stop there, close up the deck, and then set the deck down. Now what do you have right here? We have a normal ace, and then you got your 3 double face cards. So that's going to be the setup right here. Now you know in your mind that this is the ace that's normal. There's no double face card, it's just a normal ace. So what you're going to do is you're going to shuffle the deck. Okay. Now, you got to be very careful to keep these. Oh, and you can see I already messed up there. So you got to be very careful as to keeping these 3 aces on top. You can see how easy it is to lose track of these 3 aces, especially if you're riffle shuffling. You can do a false cut if you wanted to. You can do anything you want, but you got to keep these 3 aces on the top of the deck. So, keep them on top, and then you're going to say, basically, you got to convince them that you're taking out 3 random cards. Now, if these 3 aces were marked, you could have these anywhere in the deck at this point. You could technically shuffle them in, and then make it look even more reasonable by just, like, spotting out the 3 aces. Even better, what you can do is you can actually make little markings on the 3 aces. What I mean by that is you can take a pen, you can just dot in a little dot. And I'll tell you what, nobody will see it except you, because obviously you know what you're looking for. If you put it in the top left corner on both sides, once you spread through the deck, you can look for those markings and pick out the 3 aces, and they won't know anything. And what that does is it basically just makes it look a little more random. It makes it look like you're not just taking the top 3 cards. But that's what the shuffling does if you don't want to actually mark up your cards. So you can take these 3 aces, you're going to set them on top of the ace of spades, you're going to have them cover that. Okay, from here you can go ahead, you can keep it consistent. What I mean by consistent, you can keep taking 3 cards off the top. Doesn't matter. But if you want to keep it consistent, go ahead and just take 3 cards off the top. And if you want to be a little more random, you could even have them select cards. You could do anything like that. You could, riffle down. You could say, hey, say stop there. Boom, 1, 2, 3. And just convince them that these are completely random cards. Doesn't matter what ace you start with. So we're going to start with the ace of clubs. What you're going to do, bring the ace to the top. You're going to turn the 3 cards over. You can show them that all the cards are different. What you're going to do as you close it up, you're actually going to grab a pinky break here. You're going to be grabbing that pinky break underneath 2 cards. So underneath the ace and underneath the card that's right below it. So once again, you're going to be here. You're going to spread that together, holding that break. You're going to do a little flip. And that's what I mean right there, okay? Because you can see, now we have a queen, right? So, for example, if you knew what card you had here, you could obviously make it match, but it doesn't really matter. I'll tell you what, most of the time they don't actually know what's going on. They don't actually memorize the cards, so just keep that in mind. But what you're going to do, once again, you're here, you're going to spread together, holding that pinky break. You're going to give it a little flip. You're going to set that down, say, once again, we have 3 random cards, take the ace, bam, the ace disappears, right? Same thing here, you can flip these over, you're going to bring the ace to the top, show they're all different. Once again, you're going to bring these together, holding that pinky break. You're going to flip that over. You can set that down. Once again, the ace is just flipped over right here, and then you can show the ace disappears. And then, obviously, for the final card, same deal. Bring it to the top. You're going to grab that pinky break. You're going to give it a little flip. Bam. Ace gone. And then, obviously, you can show them that the aces have teleported to the original ace. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. This is a really cool trick, and this is Card Shuffler 99. Peace out.